like she's trying to do something right in front of us. You gotta go faster. You gotta punch it. Shift gear.
Tornado Alley, USA.
Yeah, there's a tornado there to the south-southwest of you. It's coming right for us.
For 8 weeks, every spring, a maverick team of filmmakers and scientists takes on the impossible.
Tiff, go for it fast, but I don't think you're gonna make it.
Intercepting one of nature's most deadly phenomena.
There it is.
It's here! It's here! Rock everything! It's here!
Tornadoes.
We're gonna haul ass right now.
Okay, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go!
Using state-of-the-art technology.
Looks like it's crossing the road right now.
And this armored 14,000-pound tank.
Go right, go right, go right. Go right.
They try to plunge into the heart of deadly twisters.
Shot!
If they survive, they may find scientific data that can help save hundreds of lives and land the ultimate storm-chasing image.
That is so close. We should probably go.
A shot from inside a tornado.
Go forward. We're gonna drive right into it. Go, 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 go.
Weather specialist Dr. Josh Worman and his team have been chasing twisters around Tornado Alley for 4 weeks in his Doppler radar vehicle, otherwise known as the Dow.
This is the storm of the day.
With only limited success.
Did we just leave a tornado?
In the scout vehicle, Justin and Mara are in charge of dropping scientific probes in a tornado's path.
Ready?
On their last try, they got caught between 2 twisters.
We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go!
And narrowly escaped. Extreme filmmaker Sean Casey continued his quest to do what no storm chaser has ever done, to drive into a tornado and capture it on film.
We're dancing a slow dance to the devil right now.
But so far, he has failed.
What was that?
Bottoming out.
With 4 weeks left in the storm chasing season, time is running out. Frustrations are high.
I'm tired of ending the day empty-handed.
And Josh needs a big hit. It's now week 5. Though the chase team has driven over 12,000 miles and crisscrossed 8 Midwestern states, they have had little success intercepting twisters. Doubts about the mission and Josh's leadership are creeping in.
There's 1,000 tornadoes a year. We're with the premier scientific team in the nation with the latest technology, all the gizmos. You'd think it'd be easy to, drive into a tornado. So I don't know why we haven't done it. It's tough. It's really tough.
Today, the team is chasing in western Kansas.
Hello, hello.
And they stop in the town of Oakley to take a mid-afternoon break and to check weather conditions.
You guys heard of this before or seen
No.
this?
What is it called?
The TIV Tornado Intercept Vehicle. It drives right into the middle of the tornado.
The gas station is packed with amateur storm chasers, eager just to see a tornado. They would be terrified to be inside one.
For most chasers, if they get within a few miles of the tornado, they feel great. But for us, we need to get right in the path of the tornado. It's a much more demanding mission. If we're 500 yards away, we fail.
There's haze. Wakini is right here.
Since failure is not an option, the meteorologists on the team study weather maps and reports for every possible clue to tornado formation.
Right now, we are trying to check out the current conditions. I mean, visually, it looks like we're in the right location, so I think there's a storm.
Yeah, it's been building. I'm just excited because we're going to get an actual storm today.
Storms are forming approximately 80 miles from their current location, close to Hill City, Kansas. So the team heads north in search of an intercept.
Scout, down 3.
Yeah, Dow 3.
Okay, I think we'll just scan and just try to assess the motion of the storm. Pretty nice up here.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
20 miles south of Hill City, the Dow stops to scan, so Josh can determine where a tornado is most likely to form.
It's very, very difficult to get into the tornado. We have to pick the right target area. We then have to pick the right storm at the right time. And then finally, we have to predict where the tornado is going to form. Okay, the feature of interest is 24.5-2401.
Josh's radar tells him that a tornado is forming in an area south of Hill City, just north of their location.
Scout, you should get north of the Dow.
Okay, copy.
We're going north of the Dow.
He needs to get both the Scout and the TIV north if they are to have a chance at a successful intercept.
Is Tiv with that? Tiv, are you with the Dow?
They went up that way.
We are south. Further south on the road.
The TIV is south of the Dow, and Sean is in no mood to cooperate.
Does Josh have any idea where this is going to cross? What road it's going to cross where?
Josh, do you have any idea where this storm will cross the road?
South, the interesting part will cross probably...
South of Hill City would be my guess.
You know what? I don't want to go any farther. Pull in here. Pull in here. Make it right here. Right.
Weeks of chasing without an intercept have shaken Sean's confidence in Josh's ability to predict a tornado's path. Now Sean rebels.
I've been chasing tornadoes for 8 years. It's not like I don't understand tornadoes. It's not like I just built this and decided to go out chasing.
Stop it.
We're gonna hold up here because that's what my fearless leader would like to do.
Okay, I'm just confused why.
Well, don't be confused. Just hold up with us.
Josh is suggesting where we go to get in a tornado. I'm filtering what he's saying with my own observation of the tornado. So I'm not going to commit if I can't see it.
Tiv, you should come back to the Dow and get a little bit north of us.
When we go, we'll let you know.
Come on, baby. Let's see it. Let's see this tornado. Okay, I see a funnel. Called it.
Sean has spotted the twister, and now he's on his own to intercept it.
See that? It just turned into a monster. Whoa, whoa. You can see it spinning. Oh my God.
The tornado's funnel looks like it will touch ground.
I just looked over there.
This could be the moment Sean's been waiting for.
Okay, let's go fast.
Dude, I got it to the floor.
You got to go faster. You got to punch it.
Camera's going up.
Sean, what do you want me to do? We'll go north, then we make our play. You got to go to the ground, though, baby. You got to go to the ground.
Game on?
Game's on right now.
Next,
that thing just got sucked right around it.
the team closes in on a tornado, but are they ready for it?
Bring it!
The team is zeroing in on a tornado, but Sean has rejected Josh's directions and is trying to intercept it on his own.
Nice. Okay, stop here, stop here.
Look at that thing just got sucked right around it. Oh, that's so cool.
See anything, Sean?
There's nothing on the ground. There's no real meat funnel.
But it's roping out.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting weaker.
Looks like it's roping out, Josh.
I agree. It's just some hope.
The death of a tornado is usually quick. A swiftly moving downdraft encircles the cone and cuts off the warm air on the ground fueling the twister. For a few moments, there's an appearance of an undulating rope in the sky, and then nothing. The chance for an intercept is over.
This is the Dow. The gust front has passed out to the south of the storm.
So what do you mean?
I mean, I think it's done.
Then say so, man. Say so.
Sean has chased 5 weeks without an intercept. And with just 3 weeks left in the storm chasing season, his film is in jeopardy.
You know, you can look at this day. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're failing miserably. And we gotta change what we're doing. It's time of desperation.
Night rolls across the plains, and darkness rolls into Sean's spirit. For For the next 3 days, the team wanders across Tornado Alley without a storm in sight.
Last 3 days have been a goose chase. A goose chase, not a wild goose chase.
Then, a forecast of major storms leads them 300 miles to Valentine, Nebraska, near the South Dakota border. It looks promising, but the next morning, the team wakes up and learns that the forecast was downgraded during the night.
Is the day not good anymore? What's going on?
Well, there's problems. The forecast trends have been downward.
What was supposed to be a big day is a bust. But there are smaller storms forming in South Dakota. One cluster is 100 miles north in Murdo. The other is 50 miles southwest of Murdo near the town of Allen. They are desperate for a tornado intercept, but the team cannot chase both storms.
You guys are in a pickle.
I'm sweating.
Are you sweating?
Justin feels they should make a play on the southern storms.
Look, 98% supercell potential.
But Josh has already decided that the storm front to the north has more potential.
Things are going to have a pretty strong northward component to it.
Right.
I vote for Justin.
Though Justin is the lead forecaster on the team, Josh vetoes his suggestion.
What we're going to do today is just drift north a little bit, get in a better position for when these things form, keeping an eye on what happens to the south. It's my job as team leader to understand the integrated picture. As long as I can help them understand that the big picture is better than just their part. If someone doesn't, then they're just not playing with the team.
What are we doing?
We're gonna drift west and then north.
West and north? We're going north?
Yeah.
Justin is not convinced that Josh has made the right decision.
What do you think our chances are for a tornado today? 8%?
2%.
This is another day where Justin has a feeling to go a different direction, and he has to acquiesce. But almost every time that happens, he should have stood firmly. So we'll see what happens today, because he wants to go south, but we're heading north.
The TIV falls into line, and the caravan heads north to Murdo, South Dakota.
We're going into the Badlands.
It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, pretty country. Couldn't ask for prettier country for an intercept. Let's get it done.
After traveling north for nearly 3 hours, Josh receives some unsettling news.
Yes?
Curtis, another meteorologist on Josh's team, has been monitoring the same storm region from home base.
13 miles northwest of Allen. Okay, thank you.
Tornado?
Yeah. A tornado has been reported 13 miles northwest of Allen.
Where's that?
The tornado formed to the south, just as Justin had predicted.
I don't understand why they don't listen to you. You have such a frustrating job, dude.
The pressure is on as the team backtracks 50 miles south at top speed, racing to catch the tornado. They're not happy.
All right, Herb, I'll say it. We should be there now.
Yeah.
Okay, Byron. Time to swap.
Sean starts preparing his camera, hoping this is the one.
It's isolated. It's not in competition with any other storm. So it's got that going for it.
Yeah, it's got rotation on it.
Remarkably, the team managed to cover the 50 miles in under an hour.
Yeah, Tib, Dowry.
Go for Tib.
Okay, Dow is looking for a place to pull over for a minute.
They pull over to take a better reading on the storm.
Stop here so we have a view. Stop here. Stop here. Stop here.
I'm stopping.
Good. This looks pretty lethargic.
Bad news. The storm is over.
This is done. Let's get out of here.
Because Josh picked the wrong storm, the team is too late.
You can't be on every storm every day. At one point, you have to pick a storm. You have to commit. Storm chasing is about how you handle failure, as a lot of things in life are.
Hey, Scout's gonna stop to go to the bathroom real quick.
Sure, zip ahead and catch us.
Then, as the scout pulls away from the caravan, Josh sees an unusual appearance on his radar screen.
There's a giant gust front in front of the entire thing. It's just a linear feature right here.
A gust front is an unusual weather phenomenon worth experiencing.
Why don't we just pull over and get overtaken by a gust front? Okay, Dow's gonna pull over and we can get gust fronted. Gust front is basically a big rush of cold air that's been cooled by evaporating rain coming out ahead of the storm. There's not going to be any tornado here, but it might be interesting for people to see.
Come on, bring it! Bring it!
The strong cold gusts can't wash away 5 weeks of disappointment, but they provide a moment of refreshment at the end of another frustrating day. Meanwhile in town, the gust front is quite a different experience for Justin and Mara. It's a reminder just how quickly the weather can turn deadly in Tornado Alley. It's week 6. The team has not spotted a tornado in 3 days. All they found last week was a windstorm in South Dakota. Now in Goodland, Kansas, morning conditions are ripe for major storms.
Everyone, get your game on today. There's going to be storms, and we're going to be there.
Today has a very high probability of tornadoes, and the models are giving us a general picture of where.
Looking at surface obs, it looks like the triple point is east of here.
We're targeting what's called a triple point today, and that's where I think the highest probability of getting a really significant tornado is.
A triple point is an area where 2 frontal boundaries intersect, but the triple point cannot produce a tornado without moisture. Josh knows that the triple point is forming near La Crosse, Kansas, 200 miles east of their current location. What he doesn't know is if the moisture necessary to form tornadoes will arrive.
Look, they got their colored pencils out, they got their papers out, and they're drawing. This is awesome. This is real meteorology. Where's the Play-Doh? Where's the Play-Doh?
The meteorologists are using old-fashioned hand analysis to predict where the moisture is going to be.
I haven't seen them do this yet, so I'm guessing that that is a good sign. I'm jealous. I want to do that.
The hand analysis points to south-central Kansas as a likely area for moisture. Exactly where is anyone's guess.
I picked Greensburg, but I don't see it.
I'm gonna go Greensburg. I'm gonna go 1 county south of you.
Dude, I already picked that.
You did?
Sean's pick, Greensburg, is 70 miles south of Josh's triple point target area near La Crosse, Kansas.
We're about a minute from taking off.
In a fateful moment, Josh ignores Sean's instinct to go to Greensburg and decides to go east towards the triple point.
All right, let's mount up.
A decision that will haunt him later.
The risk today is that we're at this eastern target, and moisture and energy for these big storms doesn't happen. And storms in another area form tornadoes. Storms that we could reach. But it's a big gamble, because if the big one doesn't happen, boy, do we look stupid.
Okay, today we get the shot. They are going to play just east of the triple point. A possible situation is that we are in an area that doesn't get a storm, or maybe it gets it too late in the day for me to film it. That's going to be difficult.
Okay, I'm sure this has been said, but our route is east on 70 to Wisconsin City. Should be about an hour and 45 minutes.
Josh, are we going to be stopping at Wisconsin City for a data check, or what are the plans? I just have a really strong urge to go south.
Well, maybe we should do a quick check, because my urge was to go east to Ness City.
Tensions are high, and after just 30 minutes on the road, the team's frustration over the direction they're heading is growing.
Danny and Justin are calling other chasers. And a lot of those other chasers are playing more of the southern region. And Josh says east, but Josh isn't feeling strong about his urge. My gut tells me to go south of where we've targeted. I went on record saying Greensburg.
Look at this. This is all chasers.
Yeah, these are all storm chasers.
All chasers.
Why are they going the wrong direction?
Many other tornado chasers are heading to southern Kansas. But Josh is sticking to his guns that a tornado will develop east at the triple point.
Dow's going to look for a spot to pull over and get some information.
He stops to check weather data in Scott City.
So we're right here. And it seems like that's why I just rather be northeast of the low.
Justin makes his final pitch to go south.
Look how weird, though, Oklahoma is, like down south. It's not.
Down here?
Yeah. I mean, down here where you would want to see nice back winds.
In terms of our forecasting, where we target, which storms we go after, certainly I'm the team leader. I'm making decisions about where to go. If there really is a call that has to get made and there's disagreement, I'm going to go settle that.
Justin, what did you guys decide?
We're going to go east a little bit instead of going south.
Are we looking at those storms about, say, 60, 70 miles to our due south?
This is the cells that you're talking about. Actually, are those ones that are considerably more than 60 miles away? Those are
130 miles away, something like that.
Well, I got good eyes, huh?
The storm Sean has spotted is within driving range, but Josh won't change course.
Really important skill in storm chasing is being patient, is waiting and waiting for the storms to form in the best area, not to get suckered after something, and then it happens and we're out of place.
Josh pushes the team into eastern Kansas.
It's almost 6 o'clock. There's no storms. I can't believe today turned out the way it did. I mean, well, there's storms to our south.
The team has traveled over 200 miles east to La Crosse, Kansas. But the moisture needed to develop storms has not arrived.
I'm more tired right now than I have been since I left New York.
Hey, John.
Then, Sean gets a disturbing call from a fellow tornado chaser.
So, a tornado southwest of Woodward?
A massive tornado has developed 150 miles to the south of where they are, near Woodward, Oklahoma, only 80 miles south of Greensburg, the area that Sean had predicted.
There's a tornado southwest of Woodward. It's been on the ground for 20 minutes.
If the team had gone south, they could have reached it. Now, they're too far away.
This is coming from the Howie's crew. They're busting south to try and catch it. They're about 40 miles away.
Really?
Yes.
It seems that Josh's call has been the biggest mistake of the season.
I had a gut feeling to go south. And sure enough, there had been a tornado on the ground for 20 minutes southwest of Woodward. So that was the area. That was the area.
Next, Sean reaches his breaking point.
Yeah, we pulled over. I'm done.
This is really scary.
And a massive tornado hits Kansas. It is now 7 p.m. Josh has led his team steadily east all day to La Crosse, Kansas, despite Sean's instinct to go south towards the town of Greensburg. Now, as the team sits in central Kansas, they learn they missed a massive tornado to the south.
Storm chasing is frustration.
Heading east may have been Josh's biggest mistake of the season so far. As the light fades, Sean's shooting day is almost over, but there's a glimmer of hope. There are storms forming to the north that they may be able to reach before nightfall.
This storm is starting to get a little more robust.
Sean can't film at night, so this may be his last chance for an intercept.
Part of me just wants to start driving. At least start driving towards it. Hey, Josh, it seems that if we moved on these storms now, by the time we got there, there might be something.
Right now, that looks like hardly anything on the radar. It just does not look like it's really coming up. basically, they make it large tornadoes after dark.
Sean sees his film mission as being sacrificed on the altar of science.
I have to have light. He doesn't. And so when Josh starts making a decision based on his radar instead of our film, of course, I feel put out.
Yeah, it's 7:10 right now, so we probably got an hour and a half left, realistically.
Josh recognizes Sean's frustration, but he's reluctant to make a move on a weak storm system.
Oh, yeah, let's just go up to Hayes and give this a chance to either do something or die.
To restore the peace, Josh agrees to go north.
We're going to go up north just to Hayes and thinking about really going into nighttime mode.
On the northward journey, the storm grows in strength.
Looks all right. Certainly worth intercepting. This thing just seems like it's getting better and better.
But as it grows, the storm moves too fast for the team to reach it before nightfall.
This is a very nice-looking storm, that's all I gotta say, and it's going to produce a tornado, and we are not going to be on it when it does. Yeah, I say we forget this.
Josh has tried to keep the team together, but the damage is already done.
Hey, Josh, Tiv might just pull over.
Oh, so his mission's gone, so he doesn't want to do ours?
Let's just enjoy the moment. How about that? Yeah, we pulled over. I'm done.
We're just done.
Sean decided he was going to stop chasing. I feel like we're being cheated a little bit.
Okay, Tiv. We'll probably be, well, we'll have to call you at some point and tell you where we are in an hour or so.
Let's call it and go to Hayes. What do you say?
I like Hayes.
Go get a little brewski?
Definitely.
That's it. You struck out.
As night falls, the Dow continues to head north looking for a tornado, and the Tiv heads into Hayes looking for a bar.
Yeah, by the way, radar presentation is quite good. We're heading directly towards the interesting portion.
The Tiv crew finds a bar a few miles south of Hayes. They try to drown their sorrows.
Tornadoes touched down in northwestern Oklahoma.
But the TV coverage of the Woodward tornado denies them even that.
You can hear it. It is on the ground right there.
This is the most painful part of storm chasing. It's where you get skunked the day, and then that night you see the tornadoes that you missed, and the tornadoes that we missed were good ones.
This is really scary.
Stung by his failure to find the Woodward tornado, Josh is driven to find a twister. But the storm he is chasing is full of sound and fury, and not much else.
The storm right now looks much downhill from where it was. Well, because there's no tornado. It looked nice for a couple minutes.
Yeah, it did.
Visually, it's gone downhill, so I think we're gonna call it a night. It's after midnight.
We're heading home.
A bad day gets even worse when Josh calls into the National Weather Service to check on regional weather developments.
Nice.
Oh, no. Josh said nice, sarcastically.
That's nice.
Josh learns that a devastating tornado has hit southern Kansas. A tornado even bigger than the one that hit Woodward earlier today. And it hit in Greensburg, exactly where Sean predicted.
Tell you guys some bad news. Apparently there was a large damaging tornado southeast of Dodge City.
Josh's reading of the data has been wrong all day.
Well, this is a different kind of failure than when you go out and no storms form everywhere. At least then you can say, well, we tried, we were in the best place we could have been, but today we weren't, so. Feels pretty bad now, and I think we'll just continue to feel bad tomorrow as we learn more about what we missed.
The Dow and Scout turned southward towards Hayes.
A small town in Kansas terrorized by a nighttime tornado who have long...
News of the Greensburg disaster reaches the embittered Tiv crew.
Hey, Danny, was it Greensburg? It was Greensburg. You called the county, I called the city, right?
That's what we were talking about this morning, yeah.
This morning I called Greensburg, and the first F5 in 8 years just took that town out.
I think Josh, I don't want to say he has an ego, but I suspect that it bothers him a little bit. That there was a big event and we weren't there.
Total and utter devastation. That's how the situation is being described tonight in Greensburg, Kansas.
That tornado was so wide, the left and right side of that tornado would not fit into the viewfinder of the camera. It was so wide that all you saw was black.
You might have missed something historic.
The tornado that went through Greensburg was rated F5, the first 5 rating in 8 years. Missing a once-in-8-year event is really bad.
This is the perfect ending to a perfect day. Perfect day, perfect day.
Next, the team wakes up to devastation and loss. Have they missed the tornado of the decade?
Oh my God.
Late last night, the team heard about a killer tornado that struck Greensburg, Kansas. It was the town that Sean picked earlier in the day as a likely tornado target. In Hays, Kansas, the team awakens to learn they missed the tornado of the decade.
75% of the buildings in Greensburg completely destroyed.
Yeah, the news is reporting damage that was done to Greensburg. It was just this wedge tornado. And that town did, in fact, get leveled.
Sean blames Josh for missing the big one.
I plan to be standoffishy today. I think Josh needs a little space right now.
The team loads up their gear, but today isn't a chase day. They're taking a 100-mile trip to Greensburg to see the destruction firsthand.
I haven't talked to Sean today, so I don't know what his mood is. He's really got to learn to roll with the punches and live with the fact he's going to have several busts before he gets a good one.
10 miles from Greensburg, the signs of devastation are already clear.
God, look at that house.
Radar images give way to moving pictures of loss and destruction.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I know that what this mission is, it's serving science and it's serving good, but I just felt really guilty for how excited I was.
At the beginning of the chase day, I called this town. I said Greensburg. And I feel like such a jerk for playing that game.
Oh, poor kid. Man, seeing that kid just breaks my heart.
In Greensburg, the team performs a damage assessment.
Hi, Ronan. How are you?
See you.
You too.
Absolutely. They meet with Tim Marshall, a structural engineer who's helping to classify the tornado from 0 to 5 on the enhanced Fujita scale by examining the extent of the damage.
I mean, it's obviously a very intense tornado.
Sure. Just
much
brutal,
more intense until you...
Absolutely.
Tim has given Greensburg the highest rating, an EF5, with winds over 200 miles an hour. 39 blocks have been destroyed, and there are 9 fatalities.
One of the biggest limitations of the Fujita scale is that a tornado can only be given F-scale ratings when it passes over a lot of structures. We prefer to get good wind measurement to really understand the strength of the tornado. But in the absence of those measurements, we rely on the Fujita scale as our best available tool to estimate the intensity of a tornado.
Sean's disappointment of missing Greensburg is put in perspective by the scale of the damage.
These types of tornadoes, I don't even really have a desire to film them. I want something that we can survive, not something that we'd become part of these little teeny pieces, you know? Maybe people question Josh at times. Certainly I do, but on the whole, there's no one else I would rather chase with.
If I had been at the Greenberg tornado, I would have gotten amazing radar data. There's no question. So there's a lot about that tornado which we will never know because the Dows weren't there, and it's gone. Tragedy comes with no even speckling of a silver lining that we might have learned something. We missed the big one.
The only meteorological data that was collected on the Greensburg tornado is archived at the National Weather Service in Dodge City. The team visits with Mike Omscheid, one of the center's lead meteorologists, to learn more about the weather patterns leading up to the disaster.
I was actually at this workstation during the Greensburg tornado event, and I was the one in the hot seat issuing the warnings on the storm that evening. Initially, we were thinking that this tornado vortex was going to pass just to the south and east of Greensburg. What happened was the tornado actually veered a little more to the left and more to the north, and that's when we were like, oh my gosh, this is going to hit Greensburg head on.
So how long before the storm went through Greensburg did the warning go out?
We issued the first warning about, what was it, 25 minutes before it hit.
Even though a tornado warning was issued for Greensburg, we don't know why it did it over Greensburg and not 1 mile to the east. There are a lot of things in the details which are very, very important, which we don't understand. It's not just an academic interest. If we understand more about tornadoes, we can make warnings better. We can give people 5 or 10 or 20 extra minutes to seek shelter. So I hope that some of the things that I discover will really help people who live out here in Tornado Alley who suffer from these tornadoes.
Despite 6 weeks of failure and missing the Greensburg tornado, the first EF5 twister in 8 years, the team must press on.
I felt like I'd been suckered away on the wrong storm. I felt like I could have done things better. I just really felt like I'd messed up.
Josh has received word that storms are forming along the Kansas-Oklahoma border, a 500-mile stretch. Not all of these storms will put down a tornado. Josh places his bets on Keys, Oklahoma. Missing the Greensburg tornado was a huge embarrassment. This time, Josh needs to make the right call.
Josh is under the gun. I mean, you don't see the effects of pressure on him, but he must be feeling a tremendous amount of pressure to get that tornado.
We got to be our A game so we can get the tornado.
I don't know what our A game is anymore.
It's been a while since we've had a true mission.
Just outside of Keys, blue skies give way to menacing storm clouds. The storm looks like it has the potential to put down the tornado Josh has predicted.
Well, the storm is quite interesting. It's got this big kind of hook feature on a big wad of precip down in it.
All storms are unpredictable, and this one is no exception.
This thing is coming right on top of us.
The storm veers and heads straight for the caravan.
And really, we're just going to be playing kind of cat and mouse with this thing.
Are we the cat or the mouse?
We're the mouse, I suppose, since it's chasing us.
This storm is really huge. I'm thinking it's become one of these, what they call like spaceship storms. It has that huge rotating meso.
Sean spots a mesocyclone, a vortex of air within a thunderstorm that is a sign of tornado potential.
Oh, there's a range fire from lightning.
Whoa, that hit right there.
Looks like she's trying to do something right in front of us.
Yep, I see it.
Is she gonna give it up to us today? Finally, is she gonna give it? Today might be that opportunity to finish our mission.
The storm is directly overhead, and it could put down a tornado anywhere, at any moment.
There's a tornado. There's a tornado right there.
Josh's forecast has proven correct. The tornado has formed just west of the main road network.
Tiv, what I want you to do is go 4 miles west on 64 to Road 73.
Josh will need to find a smaller road if the Tiv is to make an intercept.
Tiv, Guthrie, we're going to want you to go west a few miles. We're going to send you up a gravel road.
We're going west. We'll make a right.
A gravel road could turn to mud if it rains. A stuck Tiv and Scout would be at the mercy of the tornado.
Oh, stop. We can't. This will get so muddy. Hey, Tiv, this road is going to turn to mud if it rains on it.
Scout Chase, turn around.
Justin plays it safe. Sean never does.
Sean, we could be in deep here. Sean, what do you want to do?
I think we're making our play, man. Let's do it.
I can turn around here.
No, keep going.
End of season. We have to get a shot of a tornado coming at us and hitting us. We have to do things that we normally don't do. And that does increase the risk factor.
We might be intercepting right now.
Distance gives Justin and Mara a better perspective on the tornado.
There it is.
Whoa!
Hey, Josh, I have visual on the tornado. It's actually roping out right now.
The tornado is over.
I just see a big, mean storm, and I just do not see any tornado.
It just fell apart, Sean.
Yeah, we got outflow. What's that mean? It means we're out of luck.
The tornado will not touch ground. But if it had, Josh's direction had placed the Tiv in a perfect position for an intercept.
I don't know how much closer you can be this entire season to getting the shot.
Despite their failure to intercept, Josh did everything right this time. The tornado they were chasing is the only one in the regional reports.
Okay, our tornado is in these storm reports. It would appear that we didn't miss anything.
Good job, Josh.
Thanks, Sean. Someday we'll get you in one.
Actually, maybe one of your kids will lead one of my kids into a tornado and let them do it all.
And my kids will be driving.
Yeah, Herb's kid's gonna drive Dow 10.
Even though we yell and bicker and we get on each other's nerves, we still have that common experience of facing something that can kill you. And there's a bond that forms from that shared danger.
Okay, now everybody got to guess which city we're staying in tonight and at which hotel. Part of my skill as a scientist is that obsession, that drive to keep going, even though I know probably I'm going to fail that day. But that if I keep pushing and pushing, we'll succeed.
Coming up on Storm Chasers.
Come on, baby. This is the worst situation that we've ever had.
Weeks without an intercept are taking a toll on the team.
You suck!
And just when all hope is lost, they get a chance to finish their mission.
It's here! It's here! What's the climb?